Hi friends, happy Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. This week for reading, we're going to be doing a lot of poetry. We're going to be reading poems from the author Shel Silverstein. He has some really funny ones and ones that make you really think about what he's saying. So I hope you enjoy these. How not to have to dry the dishes. If you have to dry the dishes, such an awful boring chore. If you have to dry the dishes, instead of going to the store. If you have to dry the dishes and you drop one on the floor, maybe they won't let you dry the dishes anymore. Eight balloons. 8 balloons no one was buying, all broke loose one afternoon. 8 balloons with strings of flying, free to do what they wanted to. One flew up to touch the sun. Pop! One thought highways might be fun. Pop! One took a nap in a cactus pile. Pop! One stayed to play with a careless child. Pop! One tried to taste some bacon frying. Pop! One fell in love with a porcupine. Pop! One looked close in a crocodile's mouth. Pop! One sat around till his air ran out. Whoosh! 8 balloons no one was buying. They broke loose and away they flew. Free to float and free to fly, and free to pop where they wanted to. What if? Last night, while I lay thinking here, some what ifs crawled inside my ear, and pranced and partied all night long, and sang their same old what if song. What if I'm dumb in school? What if they've closed the swimming pool? What if I get beat up? What if there's poison in my cup? What if I start to cry? What if I get sick and die? What if I flunk that test? What if green hair grows on my chest? What if nobody likes me? What if a bolt of lightning strikes me? What if I don't grow taller? What if my head starts getting smaller? What if the fish won't bite? What if the wind tears up my kite? What if they start a war? What if my parents get divorced? What if the bus is late? What if my tooth don't grow in straight? What if I tear my pants? What if I never learn to dance? Everything seems swell, and then the nightmare what-ifs strike again. Nobody. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. Nobody picks me peaches and pears. Nobody offers me candy and cokes. Nobody listens and laughs at my jokes. Nobody helps me when I get in a fight. Nobody does all my homework at night. Nobody misses me. Nobody cries. Nobody thinks I'm a wonderful guy. So if you ask me who's my best friend, in a whiz, I'll stand up and tell you that nobody is. But yesterday night I got quite a scare. I woke up and nobody just wasn't there. I called out and reached out for nobody's hand in the darkness where nobody usually stands. Then I poked through the house in each cranny and nook, but I found somebody each place that I looked. I searched till I'm tired, and now with the dawn, there's no doubt about it. Nobody's gone. Magic carpet. You have a magic carpet that will whiz you through the air to Spain or Maine or Africa if you just tell it where. So will you let it take you where you've never been before? Or will you buy some drapes to match and use it on your floor? Zebra question. I asked the zebra, are you black with white stripes or white with black stripes? And the zebra asked me, are you good with bad habits or are you bad with good habits? Are you noisy with quiet times or are you quiet with noisy times? Are you happy with some sad days or are you sad with some happy days? Are you neat with some sloppy ways or are you sloppy with some neat ways? And on and on and on and on and on he went. I'll never ask a zebra about stripes again. Rock and roll band. If we were a rock and roll band, we'd travel all over the land. We'd play and we'd sing and wear spangly things. If we were a rock and roll band. If we were a rock and roll band and we were up there on the stand, the people would hear us and love us and cheer us. Hooray for that rock and roll band. If we were a rock and roll band, then we'd have 1,000,000 fans. We'd giggle and laugh and sign autographs. If we were a rock and roll band. If we were a rock and roll band, the people would all kiss our hands. We'd be millionaires and have extra long hair if we were a rock and roll band. But we ain't no rock and roll band. We're just 7 kids in the sand with homemade guitars and pails and jars and drums of potato chip cans. Just 7 kids in the sand, talking and waving our hands and dreaming and thinking, oh, wouldn't it be grand if we were a rock and roll band. Backward Bill. Backward Bill, backward Bill. He lives way up on Backward Hill, which is really a hole in the sandy ground, but that's a hill turned upside down. Backward Bill's got a backward shack with a big front porch that's built out back. You walk through the window and look out the door, and the cellar is up on the very top floor. Backward Bill, he rides like the wind, don't know where he's going but sees where he's been. His spurs, they go neigh, and his horse, it goes clang, and his 6-gun goes nab, it never goes bang. Backward Bill's got a backward pup, they eat their supper when the sun comes up. And he's got a wife named Backward Lil, she's my own true hate, says Backward Bill. Backward Bill wears his hat on his toes and puts on his underwear over his clothes. And come every payday, he pays his boss and rides off a-smilin', a-carryin' his hoss. I saved one of my favorite ones for the last one. This one you're supposed to try to read fast. Here we go. Poem Sickle. If you add Sickle to your pop, would he become a popsicle? Would a mop become a mopsicle? Would a cop become a copsicle? Would a chop become a chopsicle? Would a drop become a dropsicle? Would a hop become a hopsicle? I guess it's time to stop Sickle. Or is it time, Sickle, to stop Sickle? Hey, Sickle, I can't stop Sickle. Oh, Sickle, my sickle will sickle, I sickle, have sickled to sickle, talk sickle like sickle, this sickle for sickle. Hush, Sickle?